Hey, we're back. Continuing on with Exodus chapter 29, verse 38. And we'll do more than just 38, okay? Don't worry. With our listen and learn with visual cues, directed immersion in the original Hebrew of Shemot, of Exodus. All right, so let's see here. Let me just scan through first. אשר תעשה על המזבח kevasim b'nei shanah shanayim layom tamid. Sorry, my voice still isn't 100%. All right. Now, this lesson may go a little bit faster than the last one. I have been experimenting with this a little bit. So you maybe let me know what your thoughts are. So, we have the 2 lessons on Monday, 2 lessons on Tuesday, 2 lessons on Wednesday, 2 lessons on Thursday. And so the concept I'm experimenting with is if the first lesson is slower and kind of more repetition, and perhaps the second lesson might be a faster pace, maybe cover some more verses. I'm not sure. Let me know your thoughts either in the live chat or in the comments down below. I would appreciate that. And if you're not a subscriber and you like what we're doing, please subscribe, ring the bell to make sure you get the notifications. All kinds of stuff. Almost every day there's something being released over here on Hebrew Literacy. All right, so ze. Now ze. Zion hey. This asher is I think this probably is how to la'aseh. To la'aseh. You shall do al hamizbei'ach upon the altar. So this is how you're going to do on the altar, right? Or maybe what you'll do. Kevasim. Kaf beit sin. A keves is a young lamb, a young male lamb specifically. A kivsa is a young female lamb. We've got so many words in Hebrew for different kinds of lambs. So you can really tell it was a shepherding culture, right? Back in the day. Just like I've been told that the Inuits in Alaska have many words for different kinds of snow, right? And so your language develops around what you're familiar with. We've got lambs, and sheep, and stuff, and they've got snow, right? So anyway, and just the generic kind of catch-all word for lamb is se, sin, hey, like the acronym from our congregation, Simchat Hashem. All right, so kevasim, so male lambs, b'nei shanah. B'nei, construct from banim, so literally, sons of shanah, a year. Shanayim, 2 years. 2, it's the number of the rams. So we have kevasim, young lambs, b'nei shana, so they're yearlings. That's how you express age in Hebrew, right? Son or daughter of, and then how old. So b'nei, sons of a shana, of a year. Shanayim, the two of them, layom, for the yom, for the day. And Ibn Ezra explains that it's one for the morning and one for the evening, right? So that's nice. Kind of like the Shema, right? We say the Shema v'hafta in the morning, and we say it also in the evening, right? As it commands in the most important commandment, which Yeshua says is the most important command, is the Shema v'hafta, which doesn't just mean love Lord your God. It's that entire pericope, the entire thing, which includes uvkumecha, right? Uvshalpecha when you lay down, uvkumecha when you get up. Okay? Tamid, continuously. All right, so I'm going to read through it again, this time try to translate before I do. Vezeh, now this, and this, asher. Now that could be which, or how, or when, or what. To la'aseh, you shall do. Al, upon, ham mizbei'ach, the altar. Kevasim, young male lambs, b'nei shanah, yearling, or a year old, shanayim, two of them, layom, for the day, tamid, continuously. All right? I'll just read it one more time without any kind of tones or anything, just reading. וזה אשר תעשה על המזבח, kevasim b'nei shanah, shanayim layom tamid. All right, continuing on. Verse 39. All right, I'll scan the verse. את הכבש האחד תעשה בבוקר, ואת הכבש השני taaseh bein haarbayim. Pardon me, haarbayim. All right, so et hakeves. So now we have a little bit of emphasis here because the et is coming before the verb. The verb's way down at taaseh. So et hakeves, the young male lamb, ha-echad. And just a reminder of how the noun adjective system works. Usually noun comes first, and they must agree in gender, in number, and in definiteness. So hakeves, the young male lamb. Ha-echad, the one. If it was feminine, if it was hakivsa instead of hakeves, hakivsa, the young female lamb, then we would have made the adjective ha-achat. Achat is the feminine of echad. Okay, so literally, et hakeves, the lamb, ha-echad, the one, to taaseh, you shall make, or you shall prepare, probably is better than saying make or do, baboker, baboker. So the veit is in ab the boker, beit kufresh, in the boker, in the morning. The eight, and, we don't translate the eight, hakeves, hasheini, the second young sheep, taaseh, you shall prepare, bein haarbayim, bein, beit yon nude, between, beit, I think I said nude instead of noon. Sorry, my nose is quite stuffed. Bein, beit yon nude, between, haarbayim, haarbayim, the, and then the word is erev, ayin resh beit, erev, which is evening, right? This is where we get, there's several, you can get a lot of words from this one root actually. So erev is evening, right? Like the dark part of the night. And orev is a raven, like a blackbird, right? And then arav, or an Arab, is an Arab, right? And yeah, there's quite a few can go through this, right? And so we have it in a special ending here, though, which is the dual, the ayim. Ayim means two of the thing, right? There's two. So the haarbayim, the two evenings, is literally what that says. The two evenings. Isn't that interesting? So bein haarbayim means between twilight. Twilight. Traditionally, this is understood to be right when there's just that sliver of light from the sun that has just gone down, right? Sometimes this is referred to just as neshef, right? But bein haarbayim is a bit more specific. Although Garsanity says that it's, because it's saying it's between the two twilights, it could be any time from noon until evenings. I'm not really sure where he's coming from that at, but anyway. Okay, so let's read again. This time, try to translate before I do. This is the Hebrew, Exodus chapter 29, verse 39. In Hebrew, et hakeves, the keves, the young male lamb, ha-echad, the one, taaseh, you shall do, you shall make, we'll say you shall prepare, vaboker, the boker, in the boker, in the morning. The eight, and hakeves, hasheini, the keves, the young male lamb, hasheini, the second one, taaseh, you shall make. I'm just going to be literal, okay? Bein haarbayim, between the evenings. Right? You know, you could also do between the Arabs. You have to invite some Arabs in, and you stand there, and then you make the lamb. Oh, sorry, I'm a little bit giddy. My sleep has been strange lately. All right, now I'm just going to read through at kind of a normal speed without any special sounds. Et hakeves ha'echad taaseh baboker, ve'et hakeves hasheini taaseh bein haarbayim. All right, now let's try to squeeze in one more verse, shall we? Verse 40. Okay, let's just scan the verse. Ve'isaron solet, baluhu beshemen, katit, reva, hahin, nesech, reve'it hahin, yayin, hakeves ha'echad. Okay. Ve'isaron solet. Isaron is a tenth. Now, a tenth of solet. Solet is a kind of fine flour. So, a tenth part of flour. Balul. Balul. Beit lamed, shurik lamed. So, balal is to mix. This is a passive participle. So, mixed. Beshemen. Shemen. In shemen. Katit. So katit is like beaten or pressed in a mortar. Reva, reish beit ayin is a fourth part. Hahin, of the hin. Hey yod nun. Now, hin is a liquid measurement. It's actually an Egyptian word, right? It also can mean a vessel, like a kind of liquid measuring vessel in ancient Egypt. So it's always interesting to see when Egyptian words work their way into biblical Hebrew, as one would expect, right? I mean, we were slaves there, so it makes sense that we'd end up having some Egyptian language. It just, I love it how you get these little sprinkles on the language that just confirm the history that the Bible claims. If you haven't gone through my translation of the book of Esther, maybe do that. Purim's coming up, right? And on Purim, you might want to do that. And you'll notice there's a lot of Persian vocabulary I point out, which makes sense. We were in Persia at the time, right? So I really love it. It'd be such a hard forgery to do all these weird things, you know. All right, the nesich and a libation, nesich nun samech kaf, reve'it, a fourth of hahin, of the hin, yayin, wine. And this is kind of a weird construction here. It's almost like hahin became a word in and of itself, right? Because I want to treat it like a construct, a fourth of hahin of yayin, right? And katit, pardon me, and shemen, katit, reva, and then hahin, that one works like that way. So anyway, just translate the best you can. La keves, for the lamb, ha'echad, the one. Okay, let's go through it again, and you do your best to translate before I do. Sorry, I didn't hit pause quite as fast. Ve'isaron solet, and a tenth part of solet, of semolina, right? The right word came to me this time. Nice flour, fine flour. It's finely milled flour. Balul, Not balut, Filipinos, it's not kosher. Balul, mixed, beshemen, katit, reva, hahin. Beshemen, in shemen, in oil, which is always olive oil if you don't know, if it's not specified, almost always. Katit, pounded or ground in a mortar. Reva, a fourth part, hahin, of the hin. V'nesich, and a libation, reve'it, a fourth of hahin, of the hin. Yayin, wine. Kevasim, for the lamb, ha'echad, the one. All right, I'm just going to read it one more time through, and then we'll be finished. Ve'isaron solet balul b'shemen katit reva hahin, v'nesich reve'it hahin, yayin. Hakeves ha'echad. All right, see you guys tomorrow for our work in the Kitvei HaKodesh, the Nevi'im, the prophets, as we continue working through First Kings. Until then, be well, be blessed. May your day and evening be amazing. Shalom, shalom. Zeigazit.